Hello, everyone. This is Judy coming to you from my scrapbook loft. And first of all, I want to say I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving yesterday. And I want to say Happy Friday to you. And if you're out Black Fridaying today, please be careful. um, I want to give you something pretty to look at while I talk to you. I have been tagged by What Lizzie Presents for a Christmas past tag or a holiday past tag. And I know I've been a few days doing this, Lizzie, but I'm here. um, my most memorable Christmas, and I'm going to go back to when I was growing up because it was mm, a memorable time for me. That's what it was. I was probably in probably first or second grade. I can't remember which, but it was one of those two. And my dad, we lived in Kentucky, and he worked in Columbus, Ohio at the Buckeye Steel. He would be gone through the week and come home on the weekend. Well, it was Christmas weekend. They were procrastinators too, but then when I think about it, it must had to come with the money. I'd say when the money came. So when Dad came in, mom and Dad went Christmas shopping, and they left us at my grandmother's house. So then when they picked us up, and we were on our way home, there were these two huge boxes in the floorboard of the car. You know, back then the cars were big. And these boxes took up the whole floorboard in the back. There were two of them. And we were sitting on them on the way home. Of course, back then there was no seatbelts either. And we were sitting on them on the way home, and I asked Mom and Dad, I said, what's in these boxes? And they said eggs. Okay, eggs. I never thought anything about it. You know, I'm only, 6, 7 years old. So that was Christmas Eve. So that night we go to bed, and I hear a noise. And so I get up to see what's going on, and I peep into the room where the Christmas tree is because that's where the noise is at. And Mommy and Daddy are putting these boxes through the window. And yes, I was nosy. And they were putting these boxes through the window. So the next morning then for Christmas, when we get up and go in there, there's those two big boxes. And you all, they were walking dolls. Back then they were like 3 feet tall. They probably still are, I don't know. There were two of them, one for me and one for Sandy. And of course my brother, he had stuff under there too, but those were the two boxes that we sat on the way home, and those were the two boxes being pushed through the window. And so therefore this little girl quit believing in Santa Claus that Christmas. And we got two big walking dolls, and what you did, you held their hand and you could make it walk along beside you. It didn't do anything spectacular like they do these days, but back then, for two little girls that didn't have anything, they were magnificent. They were magnificent. That was the most memorable Christmas for me growing up. Now, I'm going to talk about another holiday because it's very memorable to me too. And it happened at the same time, but it was Valentine's. It was after Christmas, and it was Valentine's. And we were going to have a Valentine party at school, of course. And I never thought anything about it, but apparently Mommy and Daddy did. Because when Dad came home that weekend, the weekend before the party, he brought me the most beautiful, beautiful dress I have ever owned in my entire life. It had a red velvet top that come just across your chest right here, and it had that satin like silk under part, and over top of that it had um, I can't remember the name of the material, but it's like a can material over top of that kind of flared out. It was gathered and it kind of flared out, and the sleeves were puffy. They had elastic in them and they were puffy, and in that organza, I guess is what we call it, or something to that effect, had hearts. That part was white, and it had little tiny red hearts in it. And the velvet was just a red velvet. The most beautiful dress I have ever owned in my life. Even to this day, and I've had some beautiful dresses, but that one will forever remain in my heart as the most beautiful dress because my daddy bought it for me on his own. There was a store in Columbus called Schottenstein's, and he went to that department store and got that dress on his own on his way home that weekend. And that dress, I wish I had that dress. I don't know whatever happened to that dress. I wish I had it to this day. But anyway, that was the most memorable Valentine's for me as a little girl. I'm not going to tag anyone. I'm going to tag everyone. If you would like to do this tag, please feel free to do so. Tag me, tag Lizzie. Let us know that it's going on around in the crafty community, because this was, it was very much happy to do, very happy for me to do. Nostalgia for me, and because my dad passed away in 2004, and it is good to have memories, good memories. So I want to thank you all for watching, and hugs to you from me, and God bless.